Well, good morning, y'all. We are back out here again. Hopefully, going to do a little bit better today. It's kind of some. It's going to be pretty tough conditions today. We've got are not letting out as much current as they were in the dam above me, but they are definitely dumping some serious water on the dam below me. So we're going to get out here and try to find some shad. I think I found some. Water's still a little too dirty. There's just no way we'll get them skipjacks to find what I'm trying to fish for. But that's, that's one of the downfalls of not going to a dam or something like that where them fish are, and that's fine. I mean, shad right now has been kind of the preferred bait. We're just going to kind of move around this area and see if we can't find us a school of them, which there's a bunch of them right here, but they all look like little ones. So, and those will work too. I'm going to do something today a little bit out of the box, because we don't have a whole lot of current, not as much current as I thought we would have, but we're still going to give it a go. But like I said, I'm gonna do something a little out of the box today. Damn, there's a big school of them right there. Get this net. Oh yeah, big school of them. Not as deep as I thought they'd be. I'm gonna try to net us some. I think I just passed the school, but that's all right. Let's throw on this side because I think they're. See what we got. I'm kind of on the school right now. I don't want to, don't really necessarily need big shad today, not for what I'm going to go do. But I do need some. About medium size would be just fine. And all I caught was one little one. Yeah, I figured, because I think I rolled over that school. Pretty good size threadfin though. Alright, let's go up here. There's typically some right on this point up here. Well, alright y'all. Finally got set up. I got enough bait, I think. But as you can see, I'm doing something a little bit different. These, what I was explaining about earlier is the dam above me is pushing 20,000 CFMs, which is not a lot. But the dam below me is dumping about 80 to 90,000 CFMs. So what they're currently doing is they're basically sucking the bottom out of this part of the river here, which, it makes sense. We had all this rain, stuff like that. But so what typically happens when the water's falling, and that's exactly what it's doing. It's almost went down almost 2 feet since yesterday. Is these fish, they really shut off. I mean, they shut off. They pull deep, and then they just kind of chill. Every now and again, you'll find the right little spot where they're at. So with that being said, sometimes I've caught fish, just kind of, since I can't drag, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of walking the bait back down, currently I'm walking it back down into a hole. So I'm on the upper end of the hole, and the way the current flows, I would think that these fish are going to kind of sit on the very beginning of the hole as it starts to come up, and they're just going to kind of chill there. And wait for stuff to come to them down the river. So, because they're not gonna move, they're probably not really gonna feed a whole lot either. So I'm just gonna try this little spot because I haven't fished this spot in a while. It's a good hole. There were some big fish caught out of this hole. I've caught some big fish out of this hole here, but I don't fish it a whole lot because a lot of other people fish it because it's real close to the boat ramp. But like I said, I wanted to walk this bait back through that hole there, and then we're gonna move on up to a different spot where there's multiple holes and points and stuff. Then I'll be able to walk these baits back a little bit too, because we got too much current to drag. Obviously, it's not too much current to anchor up and fish, which that's something we may do a little bit later on. But I just wanted to see, because this is about the most natural presentation you can have. I got some about 3 or 4 inch gizzards. Well, no, they're probably bigger than that. About 4 or 5 inch gizzards, and all I'm doing is I'm just cutting the tail off and hook them to the head. So that little thing just kind of flapping around down there. If I get lucky and run it past one, which we're gonna go walk back into some structure too. But thing is I don't see a lot of people doing this in the wintertime, which I'm sure there is. I just don't see it, and it's more. I know it's not the most effective way to catch these fish, but I don't get to bump a whole lot, so I wanted to do it. See, I'm coming back over top of something now, so I don't. And I have caught fish doing it this time of year, because we typically have high current this time of year because of the rains, and we get snow and stuff. We typically get that. So like I said, I'm just gonna mess around, walk some baits back, and then see what happens. And I've got a couple other spots. They're gonna, obviously some outside bends where there's a little bit more current, where I think these fish are gonna be a little bit more, I say stacked, but they're gonna be a little bit more pinpointable, so to speak. And that's what I'm going after. There's fish down there. But I'm gonna let this thing walk back, and I'll probably move over just a little bit, and I'll let it walk back again, then we'll move to the next spot. All right, kind of the same deal. We're on the upside of a hole here. I did see 1 or 2 fish in there, but I am gonna toss a couple of them out on the bottom just to have more baits in the water. Run a couple of them out the back. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk one right down the center of this hole here. So yeah, I'll toss a couple of them out on the bottom here, just to maximize this area. There's a fish. There's a fish. Good deal. Yeah, but you get this current, man. He feels like a decent one now, but I'll guarantee you he's not that big. It sure is fun, I'll tell you that. God dog. He sure is fun. He wanted that old shad head. He's probably not even 15 pounds, but like I said, we've got a lot of current right now, so I mean, he's staying down pretty good, so that's good. Yeah, he's staying down pretty good. Heck yeah. Come on, buddy. Like I said, this water falling like it is. I can sit here and watch it falling. I think it then went down an inch since I've been sitting here. He's keeping that old head down though. All right. Come on, buddy. Like I said, he's not a big one. Come here. Come here, buddy. When you get one, that old current, well, they feel 10 times bigger. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Well, he's not as small as I thought he was. Yeah, he's definitely not as small as I thought he was. Well, I surely do appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, golly, you're probably in the 20s. I'm sitting there pulling 20s over the side of the boat like they're... Heck yeah. Look at this dude. Straighten out, man. Straighten out. Straighten out. I know it's cold. Well, you are skinny. I mean, backwise, you're skinny, but it's full of air. Hold on, buddy. Let me take care of you real quick. I'll get a picture, and I'll let you go. All right, thank you, buddy. I surely appreciate it. Where's the rest of your buddies at? Well, you gotta let go. You have to let go. There you go. He did not want to let go. Apparently he liked it up here. All right. Yeah, we are definitely going to abandon this, sure. Been doing it in a minute. I ain't even got the first bite. Of course, then again, I ain't expecting a whole lot of bites today either. I am not expecting a whole lot of bites at all. Yeah, but either way, we'll get up here. We'll move up to this next hole. And then kind of set up, see if we can't pull us another one. He's on there, he's just in that tree. See if I can get him out of there. He's on there. He's still in that tree. So what I've done is there he is, he's out now. I come up, I set up on the structure that I've got marked here. He was in it for a minute. Again, not a monster. We've got so much current. It's unreal. I figured there'd be one in this log down here. Yep, I figured there'd be one in there. Yeah, he's coming up too fast. He's not a big one. Yeah, now he's going back down. I knew there'd be one in that tree down there. At least one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Said he's not a big one though. I know he's not. He's probably about like that last one. It's just when you got, 4 or 5 mile an hour current, it sure makes them feel big. Yep, it sure makes them feel big. That's a fact. Look at him. He's trying to get away. Oh, he ain't that. Yeah, I say he's slightly bigger than the last one. I knew there'd be one in that tree. I knew it. It's just days like today, man. You just gotta kind of pick a spot and just kind of go with it. Oh yeah. I think he is definitely net worthy. He is whisker hook, y'all. He is just barely whisker hook. How he didn't come off is beyond me. How he didn't come off is beyond me. It says a lot about them whiskers, don't it? Come on, buddy. I need to show you off. There we go. Like I said, he's just barely hooked. That'll happen. Oh yeah, God dog. Quite a bit bigger than I thought he was. And he was laid up in that tree down. He was hooked a little bit better than I thought he was. Let me show you how he's hooked here. It's kind of cool. Look, that was it. That was it. That's awesome. But look how bloody he is. Look at that fish. Yeah, he's slightly bigger than the last one for sure. Not much bigger than the last one, but he's definitely bigger. He was in that. Like I said, there's some structure that I've got marked down through here. And that structure's in about 50 something feet of water. All right, y'all. So, well, I'll go over this here in a minute. Let me tend to this fish. Yeah, let me tend to this fish. He is most definitely glove worthy for sure. Easy, easy. And I'll show you something, but I don't believe it was the float's fault. I think it was just because he had me hung up in structure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, come on, you old tree dweller. Have a good look at him. Look at that. You can see where I had him stuck in the tree. You don't want to come out. But nice fish, really nice fish. On a day like today, I will take him for sure. Thank you, buddy. Get on back down there. Heck yeah. This is the spot I was talking about. It's the structure I wanted to fish last time, but I didn't get a chance to make it here, so we are definitely here right now. I'm gonna get another bait right back in there. I knew there had to be one in that tree. I just knew it. There wasn't no possible way there wouldn't be. Because it sets up the way the current is, the way that tree lays. I knew there had to be one down there. So anyway, what I was saying about these, so I moved these EVA floats because they, they last longer, whatever. Well, this one's already tore up. You can see that. You can see that where now it's already tore up. But now in the float's defense, I could feel it right through there. Because in the float's defense, it was stuck in the tree. So that was me pulling that fish out of that tree. Because I threw it right in it. I've got a couple of them on either side of it. But I put this one right there in the middle of it. I mean, you may still be able to use it too. No, I'm gonna get rid of the peg. I'm gonna keep using it. I won't swap this out till I get it back home. Yeah, let's go on and move up. Hoping we'd pull one more fish out of this tree, but it doesn't appear that way. That's cool. we'll move up. I got some more structure up there I want to hit. Not as good as this one, but okay, let's go do some more scanning. What I'll do is I'll float back and I'll show you guys what I was fishing. So get this and I'll show you. You should go back right back across it. I'll go ahead and pull us back across it. See on the side scan there, it'll pop up on the side scan here in a minute. See, that's what the tree looks like on the bottom down there on 2D. I'm not going fast enough to really show it. I got my ping speed on these are pretty high. But that's the tree right there. That's where I just pulled that fish out of. And if I go back even further, you'll see what. Now see, that's the tree right there, but that's the root ball. What I'm calling the root ball, because it looks like a root ball. So that's the whole tree there, then plus the root ball. So that's what I pulled that fish out of. God, dog. He definitely hooked himself, that's a fact. That are messing around and he got hooked. He is not a big one. But it's another fish on one of the toughest conditions I know that I've fished before. I can fish a lot of tough conditions, but man, when that water's falling like it is, it makes it pretty tough. And it's a channel cat. Of course it is. Yep, he's a pretty thing though. He's definitely a pretty little channel cat. Easy, easy. Yeah, you went down there and tried to get you a piece of food. There was a hook in it, wasn't there? He's a pretty little thing. It's covered. I mean, it's like I said, with this the current, the way it's rolling, and of course, obviously conditions, the temperature and barometric pressure, all that stuff, I know plays a role. But when that water is falling, he was laying completely flat. That's exactly what they're doing. They don't like this falling water. And I don't much care for it either. Rising water, stable water. I love it the best. I do not like falling water because it just sucks them fish right down to the bottom and makes them, they're, for the most part, they're not the easiest thing out here to catch, but you add that, it makes them even harder to catch. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out. It's tough, man. It's tough. Well, I've been getting a bunch of little bites here. Actually, yeah, he let go of it. But it's been tough. This is probably one of the worst conditions I could ever fish, and I'm sure a lot of you are probably the same way, but you know, I could catch fish, you know, raining, snowing, windy, you know, calm, nice, beautiful day, or, you know, high pressure, low pressure, high skies, you know, it doesn't matter. But one of the biggest things that seems to be my nemesis on this river is when the water's falling, and it's actually falling pretty quick. Since yesterday afternoon, it's probably come down about 1.5 feet, and they're still drawing it down. Like I said earlier, they're dumping 20-something thousand at the dam above me, but they're pulling over 80,000 at the dam below me. So they're just pretty much sucking the bottom out of this river, which, you know, they got to do that. I mean, TVA's got to regulate this water, you know, I got it. But it just makes for tough fishing. So I fished everywhere. Like, I fish shallow, deep, big holes, small holes, points, drop-offs, ledges, and the only fish that I caught today was on 2 pieces of structure, well, which I knew, you know, I've had them marked for a while, and that's the only thing I caught fish on. So that tells me that I definitely went to the wrong end. I should have went a different direction this morning, but you know, you're kind of committed when you run, you know, 10, 12 miles in one direction. But all in all, it wasn't bad. We still caught fish. It's tough. It's just a tough grind. I like, you know, because I haven't, other than these little bites, I think they're just a bunch of little blues or little channel cats. I was throwing my net this morning, trying to catch shad, and I come across a net full of, you know, I mean, they were blues about like that, a couple channel cats mixed in. So I'm assuming, because I did this spot here, I come up shallower. Of course, I'm out in front of a creek mouth, and then it kind of, it's a flat, well, you got the channel, but then you got a flat, then it dumps off to the main channel back behind it. Just trying something different. But I think that's what I'm running into. It's a bunch of these little catfish that are swimming around. Okay, he's still messing with it. But it's all good. I mean, it is what it is. I actually think he's got it. Let's see if we can get us a... Ooh. Oh, and he just come off. He was swimming up to the boat with it. Okay. Yeah, he was swimming up to the boat with it. Oh my God, look at that. Well, something tells me, yeah, something tells me that wasn't a catfish. Either way. So yeah, like I said, it's been a tough day. So we'll come back out and try it again. I'm actually gonna run up here to this big creek mouth up here, see if I can't find me some shad, because I plan on coming back out here tomorrow and trying this again. Because you know, they're somewhere and they're feeding. I know they are. It's just everywhere I went today, I couldn't come across you know, more than one that wanted to bite at a time. So, but yeah, like I said, it's going to be tough until they calm this river down, which I think it'll be close to the end of this week. I think they're supposed to slow it down and let everything kind of settle. Let this water stabilize, because once that happens, hopefully them big girls will get to moving around. But like always, I appreciate you watching this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.